Hi guys, how is everybody tonight? Okay, the reason why I was smiling was because I just got a message from my friend talking about how coffee has fiber in it. And so, yeah, so it just made me smile. But so let's see, about probably 30 minutes ago, I talked to Rick, and so he's doing good. He'll be starting his stuff before too long, which we all know because he told us. Hold on, let's see. I just got a text message from Jan. She's not going to be able to come to the meeting this year, which it's okay. I don't mind. Um, just sucks because I love her crazy ass. She is something else. Um, Next year, maybe we can try to do the meeting on, oh, like Saturday and Sunday. I want to try that. It's just next year, the building. Hi, Callie King. How you doing, darling? It's just next year, the meeting is going to be in a much bigger building. And so I need to come up with the funds for it. I did send out a major mass message yesterday. Um, to inviting a lot of the vendors that I had met the past year. And so hopefully I will start getting, some you can kind of see the dogs fighting. They're not fighting, they're just play fighting. They always do that. They roughhouse. But so that's what I did for the event this past week was send out I don't even know how many emails. That stack of business cards I had. That's what I worked on. There is still some people that did not have emails. Just hi Rick, how you doing, love bug? They have like Facebook pages and phone numbers and stuff, and so I will have to contact them a different way. But first, I kind of want to see how the emails that I sent out, how they kind of what they do, the fillers that they put on and stuff like that. So we will see. Um, let's see. I did have that blood pressure thing done on my legs, and it came back normal. I do not have any blood clots going on in my legs or anything right now, thank goodness. Um, that will be something that I will definitely kind of demand that is kind of kept an eye on in the future because my sperm donor did die with a blood clotting disease. And so that will be something that I will definitely have to keep an eye on. Um, Hunter has a dentist appointment tomorrow. So there's that. And then this weekend we have a vendor show in Huntsville, which is a small town that I grew up in. And so, but it's only a 1 day Saturday, so it won't be any overnight or anything like Chillicothe was. That was like, oh. But let's see what else. Um, that covers, I think, the rest of April. And then May 7th, I have my upper GI party rig. We both have to have a drink that night to celebrate. I'm gonna sit here and video chat or something and celebrate our day of being probed and whatnot. But and then May 8th, I go and I get this part of my tattoo done because I've already got that part. So I'll be getting this part of my tattoo done. Then May 9th, Hunter has a field trip to Rudd, Rudd, Rudd Nature Center, Rudge Nature Center. I don't even know. But anyway, Um, I got the t-shirts out for you, Rick, so I can send them to you, babe. Let's see. What else? May 11th, we have to be in Marceline for a vendor show. May 12th, I'll be turning 49. Um, yeah. And then Hunter, he will be turning 7 May 24th. So we can party like rock stars that night for his birthday. Um, I don't even know what I'm doing this year for his birthday because um he was wanting to go to Worlds of Fun with his classmates. And I hated to be the party pooper that I can be, but I was like, buddy, I was like, there is no way we can afford to take your classmates to Worlds of Fun. And I seriously doubt their parents are going to want to pay for them to go to Worlds of Fun. And even if we were millionaires and could afford that, we would have to take two vehicles to even take some of his classmates. Because it would be, if we took one vehicle, he'd only be able to take two classmates, which Hunter doesn't have a lot of friends, but he does take things to heart that happens to people in his class. I don't know what he's doing. I heard his voice, but I don't know what he's doing. Um, we have not went over and worked on the project house in weeks. Um, Jeff did get the yard mowed here for the very first time this year. Last week maybe. So I know the yard at the project house probably needs it really bad. Let's see. I need to flip my little calendar. That's one thing that Hunter's been kind of keeping an eye on with me is he'll because I keep forgetting to flip it. And so he'll come up and he'll be like, have you flipped it? And when he says that, I automatically know what he's talking about. But it's a calendar and it has the day at the bottom. That way I can kind of reuse it every year. But it has a different sayings every day. Excuse me. Today is actually kind of long, but it says the real art of conversation is not only to say the right thing at the right place, but to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. So I don't know. But my weight loss um is okay. It's not as wonderful as I wish it would be. I'm not certain what day it was, but sometime in the last week, my parents came over and Dad and Jeff went to Macon and Mom and I got a blizzard. Let's just say that was not very good for my diet because when I checked my weight the next day, I had gained like 2 pounds. And so I was not happy. But on a good note, I am down to 203.2. Um, it's not the 202 that I was down to a week ago, but that blizzard really, really, really messed me up. But and then the guy that my friend that I was telling you guys about that, I've been kind of doing the diet with, he is also down. So it's really nice to have somebody to do this with. Um, because there's nobody in this house that's on a diet. If Jeff went on a diet, I'd probably kill him because if a strong one picks up, the poor man's going to blow away. But on a good note, Jeff is up 10 pounds, and so that is really good because he was on the verge of anorexic. Um, Bad news, Jeff had a doctor's appointment this past week, had his A1C checked, and his A1C is 12 point something. and so, it's not good at all. For those of you that know anything about diabetes, having an A1C below 7 is good. Having an A1C above 7, not so good. And hey, Alfonso, how are you doing, bud? Really? Well, you know what? You keep the snow in Colorado. We don't want it. We don't need it. All of our trees have bloomed out, and it we don't need a freeze. We don't need a cold. We don't need anything like that because yeah, yeah, Rick, yeah. That his A1C is it's pretty bad. And so it is what it is. But you know, the other thing this week is we kind of we talked to Taylor about it because Jeff, the stuff for his insulin pump is getting to be outrageous. You know, insurance deductible, outrageous. And so his diabetes supplies, they put him on a payment plan every time we have to order supplies. So the payments, get higher as the year goes on. Well, usually about September, October, with Jeff's diabetes supplies, we normally hit our deductible for him, his individual deductible, but it doesn't help because he only gets supplies sent every 3 months. And so, you know, then income tax time rolls around. I pay off his diabetes supplies, and then the process starts all over again. I mean, it is literally a never-ending cycle, and so Jeff is wanting to go back on giving himself the shots. Thank you, Lobo. He's wanting to go back on giving himself the shots of the 70/30, which our doctor is not hip on because when Jeff was doing the 70/30 shots before, it caused some extreme lows. I mean, we're talking lows down, his sugar was down in the 30s. Um, there was twice that I was really scared. There was the time when we were in Hunter's room. Hunter was really little, and he was playing in the little ball bounce house teepee thing that we got him. And Jeff was sitting on the floor against the wall. And, I was kind of laying there and, we were playing with Hunter. And Jeff just kind of zoned out. And I, kept trying to, get him, back out of it. And I couldn't get him back out of it. And I hated to leave him alone, but I ran downstairs, grabbed his tester, grabbed a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, ran back upstairs, checked his blood sugar and seen that it was, mega low. Had to force feed him, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And for people that don't live with diabetes or don't live with someone that has diabetes, when their sugars drop below a certain level, they almost seem drunk. They are just, I mean, completely out of it. Um, and he's done that twice now. And the second time, I had one of his glucose bottles, a drink. It's a glucose drink, and it yeah, yeah, the Capri Suns, that would probably work too. But we were downstairs in the living room late at night, Hunter asleep. I think Trenton was still with us at the time. Trenton was asleep, and I handed him his glucose thing and told him to drink it, and he just kind of, just had it in his hand and just sit there and, started talking. And I'm like, "Jeff, you need to drink," and he just kind of zoned out and just kind of sat there. And finally, I just took the glucose thing from him and I put it up to his lips and tilted it back and kind of forced him to drink. And so, if you don't live with diabetes or don't live with somebody with diabetes, it's very dangerous, especially the lows. I know the highs are too, because when his sugars are high, he gets a really bad headache. And so, that's kind of how we know his sugars are high. But if he goes back on that 70/30, that's the life I'm going to be living again. The waking up in the middle of the night to him hollering at me because his sugar is low. Um, I guess it's probably been about a month or so ago now. Um, I guess he woke up in the middle of the night hollering at me, and I didn't wake up. I was comatose. Luckily, even, in his diabetes stupor, he was able to, fix his sandwiches and stuff. It hadn't dropped that low yet, but I mean, it's scary. It is so scary, and so that's my life with a diabetic. But I don't know if I know Josh isn't in yet, and he better come in because I swear I will kick his because I talked to him. It was Monday or Tuesday. I called him and talked to him, and he's been going through some stuff. I haven't checked his channel recently. And the way Josh is, I seriously doubt he has put it out there, and I'm not going to. Um, but Josh better come in because if he doesn't, I'm gonna kick his butt. Because when I talked to him, it, it I told him that I would do a live tonight, and because I had gotten that message from him stating what the hell, Wendy? And so here's your live, Josh. Okay, here's your live. And so, yeah, diabetes is pretty scary, Alfonso. It really is. Um, but let's see. Um, Jeff has gotten tons of stuff planted in that bottom garden. He posted, I think it was you, Rick. He had posted everything he planted this past week, and oh my God, I'm not even going to go into details, but it was a ton of stuff. Watermelon and squash and cantaloupe and beans and I mean tons of stuff in the lower garden. And so, yeah, you can go blind with diabetes. You also can develop what is called neuropathy in your hands and feet, which is a numbness in your hands and your feet, which Jeff has been. Jason, hi. How are you doing? Where's my woman tonight? But so yeah, neuropathy, it's a real thing. Jeff's been developing it. The winter is really hard on his neuropathy. Being out there in the cold and your hands are already kind of tingling with numbness and everything, and then you've got the neuropathy, that's the neuropathy, and then the cold makes it kind of even more numb and second yard. Holy cow, Jason. Ah, okay. Well, give her a big hug for me when she gets home. Tell her I love her. And I miss you guys. Are you guys going to be able to come down in October? I sent out a ton of emails. yesterday for vendors and stuff, inviting vendors and inviting people to, teach the class and stuff. I still have not reached out to the sponsors yet. That is another thing that I want to try to get done before the end of May is emailing all the sponsors like we had last year and seeing about getting, the sponsors and the donations and stuff like that coming in. Um, awesome. I can't wait to see you guys. That's gonna be so cool. I love you guys so much. I got that book for, Beth too. Um, I've been I haven't for a while, but when I was trying to clean Jeff's office out a little bit to give him more space and get some of my stuff out and, put stuff in containers to slide underneath the bed because that's really the only place in this house that crap ain't stuffed, I swear. And so yeah, yeah, so, yeah, I found that book for her. She'll know what I'm talking about. It's kinda something that her and I, kind of both did when we were younger, teenage-wise, book of poetry that I wrote, and, I guess Beth sorta kinda did the same thing, and so I'm going to give her my book. And so I honestly don't think it would be anything my children would ever be into. It would probably be one of those things that would just be lost or something. And so I'm gonna give it to Beth because I know that, she'll appreciate it. And so it'll be something different for her too, because I don't know, she can either see how much alike we were being younger or, how different we were or whatnot. But there is one thing that I did when I was a teenager, and it was instead of dotting my I's, I crossed them. I put little X's at the top of all of my I's. And I remember that it took me a while to get used to doing that. And then at some point in time, it took me a while to get used to not doing that. Well, I wonder why, Jason. You are so outgoing and funny, and you've got such a wonderful sense of humor, and it's just I don't know, you're awesome. You are so awesome. And so you probably the way you are, you probably gave her no choice but to not be not shy. But yeah, I swear I still PTSD every time a car drives by, I still mentally think, please, dear God, don't let the dogs be outside. Don't let the dogs be outside. It's just, I don't know. I think that's always going to be with me now, just because of how many dogs we've had, hit and stuff like that. And you are not an a-hole. Jason, I swear, you actually give the best hug. I love your hugs. And Beth, oh, just see, that's another thing is I wish Dale and Lisa would come because Lisa is another one that gives the best hugs. But yeah, I love your hugs. You guys, you and Beth, I swear. Ah, I wish you guys lived closer because we could have so much fun. It would be amazing. Can you imagine game night? Aw, thank you, Alfonso. I appreciate that, bud. Hopefully the weight loss is doing some good. We'll see. But yeah, in a couple of weeks I'll have another part of my tattoo to show you guys. So that'll be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to it. but I'm also looking forward to showing it to you guys. But she's gonna touch up a couple of spots on this side because, like, right next to Dakota's bird, where the black part of the branch is, um, I don't know if I got scratched by one of the dogs or what, um, but some of the black is missing, so she's gonna touch some of that up. But yeah, I love Rachel to death. I mean, she is absolutely amazing. Um, one thing that May 11th, we have a vendor show in Marceline, and May 12th is my birthday. But May 10th, we don't have any plans. So, and Marceline is not a huge god awful drive, and so we will leave the morning of May 11th to head to Marceline and do the vendor show that day. But May 10th, we didn't have anything. It was May 7th, I have my upper GI, and then May 8th, tattoo, and then May 9th, Hunter has his field trip. But May 10th, we don't have anything. I thought, see, I haven't even heard of Jan's meetup thing because last year her meetup thing was like in June. And so I was just expecting it to be in June again. I didn't know that her month had changed. And so, yeah, we won't be able to go because of, the vendor show and everything. I already paid the fee and everything for it. Actually, I think I paid a double fee for us to get a double booth this year. Um, it just would be better, a double booth. Um, have like one booth section side um for the stuff that I do, but then have another section side for the stuff that Jeff does because what we his products and my products are really different except for like his herb strippers, because I do the herbal products and so he makes herb strippers, but that's really the only thing he does that kind of coincides with what I do. And so, but that sucks. I wished I would have known that hers wasn't in June. I hadn't been watching her videos yet because I was expecting her meetup to be in June like it was last year. But oh well, our loss. Um, when will you guys be going home? Because Sunday is May 12th. May 12th is my birthday. Just saying, you could like, come and see me on my birthday. That would be awesome. Well, see, there you go. You could stop by for like an hour on the way home and spend an hour with me. I mean, we're not like too far out of your way. If you go up 63 to 36 and head your way home, I mean. Mhm. Yeah, did just get them posted to the Etsy store, but some of the new things that Jeff did is awesome. I know. I know. Oh well. I'll see you guys in October, so it won't be that big of a deal. But okay. You remember last year when Jeff and I got all of those bee boxes from that friend of his? Some of them were really rough and falling apart and, you know, just old wood. Well, he took those apart, cleaned them up a little bit, and he etched bee sayings on them. And so yeah, and, it was really cool. And then he put, I think, twine or rope or something as like the hanger. And so they are adorable. The bee sayings along with the piece of the bee box, and so yeah, those they those are adorable. But yeah, he used his laser engraver for those. And so yeah, yeah, he that was a great idea. And then he done some more of his patriotic sayings, and then he had some old barn wood out there that he used to frame those. And so he's got those now too. Um, let's see. I can't really think. I think those are really the only things that he's done. Um, he 3D printed Hunter something this week, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Hey, Hunter, what did Daddy 3D print you this week? What was the new 3D printed thing that Daddy did for you? Oh, the Stingray. Yes, I mean, and it's not an itty bitty Stingray. The Stingray part is about like that big, and then it's got the Stingray tail. And so, yeah, Hunter is very proud. And Jeff done it in kind of like a bluish purple rainbow. And so it's really cool. And then he 3D printed me some shelves that I wanted for my booth. And each shelf is in two pieces, and they were like 3-day prints. I mean, it took forever, but he did get them glued together. Hopefully they stay. I'm don't that's the only thing I'm worried about is when I get weight put on them, what are they gonna do? You know? But I'm gonna grab one real quick. Yes, I've got shorts on. But so yeah, that's the 3D printed shells. I mean, they're actually a really good size. But I like the honeycomb design. The shells, each one is a little different. I can use it for my t-shirts, tea bags, whatever. But so yeah. And then we got more of our keychains made. And I promise you, I've got shorts on. I don't know if you can see them, but they're little pink shorts. But yeah, I don't know if she made them out of the PLA or the PLG. I'm not certain. I will have to ask him about that. The good thing is our tent does have sides, so if sun is streaming in from one of the sides, I can always put a side down. The only problem we would have would be um, if they did to us in Marceline like they did last year. Last year, um, they had us to where the sun was like directly shining in the front, which is the same thing they did to us in Chillicothe, sun directly in the front. And so, yeah, that would kind of be the only problem. Uh, let's see. Um, what have I done this week? Oh, I had to make some more sunscreen because I sold out. And I only make stuff in small batches because I don't like a lot of waste. Last year, I ended up making a second batch of my sunscreen, and I ended up having to throw away 2 bottles. Um, and so I went ahead, I sold out. It's still early in the year, so I went ahead and made a second batch. Um, I didn't make the 5 or 6 bottle batch that I normally make. This one only made about 4 bottles. So okay, get a snack for me. Um, but yeah, so that's where I'm at. Is I'm redid that. I bottled up uh, my pink fight tincture. Let's see. I've got some apple cider vinegar capsules that I will be selling. Um, my headache box is done, except for the piece of paper that I want to include. I don't know if you can see that, but there's that. And then I this the shampoo and conditioner bars, they will actually come in handy for also respiratory. Yeah, as you can see, look at the top of the lid from the conditioner bar. That is from the conditioner bar. The oils and stuff in it, which that is not a concern because conditioner is supposed to have an oil in it because that kind of helps make our hair soft and whatnot. But this box, it has the shampoo bar, the conditioner bar, and it was supposed to be a shower steamer, but it actually turned out more like a bath fizzy. And so I have to make oh like a note type thing to include to let everybody know that I'm including a bottle, very small bottle of my Royal Pain, which I will be sending some of that to you, Mr. Rick. Not that small of a bottle, but and then I made some headache salve, and then my headache aromatherapy nasal inhaler, and then my headache bath salts, and it smells amazing. I put menthol. When I have got like really bad headaches, coldness is my go-to. I mean, I eat like cold, I ice pack on the head, run my head under cold water, it's just anything cold just to get relief because my migraines get so bad sometimes. And so I made the shampoo and conditioner bars with some menthol in them. And that's where it comes in for like the respiratory head cold. If you have a head cold or you're stopped up or something like that, I highly recommend the headache shampoo and conditioner because it will relieve your sinuses and stuff too because of that menthol and the peppermint and stuff like that. That's also in the box. Now, um, you guys know that I have been really huge into weight loss. So, weight loss is another thing that I have been working on. And so this box isn't done. It's missing the tincture, but it will include um, the shed it tea. And that's what I'm calling it, shed it. The shed it tea, the grapefruit powder, which we made ourselves, organic the organic grapefruit that I had Jeff heck, that I had Jeff dry in our freeze dryer, and then I powdered it and put it in capsule form. And so, um, grapefruit, I know, I know. I've been, yeah, I'm not necessarily stopped up. Mine is just sometimes just out of the blue. I just kind of start sneezing and my nose starts running, and it's just allergy season. Gotta love it. Not really. But the apple cider vinegar capsules will also be in here. But then I also made some shed it capsules. And because a lot of people do not have something for dry tea, I am going to be including one of my little teapot tea strainers. And then I will be putting the 2-ounce tincture right here. So it will be coming with a tincture also. And so, but I am just, I studied up on stuff to lose weight and all of that. And so, yeah, I swear, if Josh does not come in here, I will be making a midnight run to Indiana just to kick his butt. But I'll have to take my step stool with me because he is quite a bit taller than me. And so, oh, but let's see, what else? Um, gone over, not Kit. What do you mean, babe? What did I say? Okay, Jason. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Every single one of you. It's easy for me to, miss a Sunday, but it's like, you know, it's hard because, I do miss you guys. When I don't go live, even though sometimes you need the break or you're just busy, and so it is easy to miss you guys. So, um, I don't know what Jeff's doing down there. He's probably fixing supper, but I can't eat what. Uh-oh. Glad you guys didn't hear that, but it was a GD that SOB, and it was from Jeff. And so I have no idea what that was about. Just stay up here in my hidey hole and yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if the dogs did something or if maybe he overflowed the water trough again. Who knows? I know those things are so good. Oh, I could, Jason, I'm on a diet, dude. Teddy, come here. Jeff let the dogs in. So my guess is whatever happened with the dogs or had to do with the dogs. Probably Clifford. We put my cactuses outside. They're no longer basement bound. Um, I always put them in the basement for the winter, to kind of, that's their, they still get watered and stuff down there and they're below that basement window. So they get light. But yeah, usually about April, they're begging to be let outside. I can tell because, the leaves, even after watering, the I don't want to say leaves because technically the cactuses don't have leaves. They've got whatever they are. And so, but yeah, my cactuses are outside. It got cold last night. It was 38 last night. And so I was a little concerned. Um, I had to bring Jeff's insulin plant back in. Um, I had to cut it down because it did not like the chillier nights at all. So, but the good thing about that insulin plant is it is so easy to propagate. Just it grows in like 1 inch sections. And so if you cut it off right at one of those sections, you plop that in some water and within a week it'll have little white roots on it. And I mean, it is so easy to propagate, thank God, because and then I had my aloe outside. The aloe didn't like the cold clear nights either. So needless to say, as of right now, until it gets hot, hot out, the insulin plant and the aloe vera was brought back inside. Um, cactuses are still outside. My shampoo ginger that's still alive is still outside. Um, I, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, um, I think since I have been on my diet very strictly for the last 3 days, I mean, so much so that I'm not even putting sugar in my one coffee in the morning. Yeah, you're just in the state right next to us, though. You're kind of like right there on that same level as us. And so I think as long as it doesn't drop to freezing or below freezing, I think everything will be okay. Um, there are some pieces of one of my cactuses that I probably at some point will have to brave and cut off, um, just because the freeze did get to it back in like November or December, whichever it was, before I put them down in the basement. One of the nights it got really cold and I hadn't expected it, and so the freeze did get to them, and the top of one of the leaves, petals, I don't know, it's a prickly pear, and so it's a big section. And so it's like half of the cactus is like all gray and brittle and nasty looking. And so, yeah, one thing I learned is, and I had learned this previously when I repotted them last year. When we were bringing them up, one of the smaller prickly pears fell over as I was carrying it, kind of fell over on my arm. And so I had itty bitty, almost invisible thorns here in my arm. How far are you from Colorado? Um, I think about uh, not 17, but I don't know, maybe more close to a 13-hour drive, 12 and a half, 13-hour drive. Um, maybe a little more than that. I honestly can't remember, because we drove straight through. Um, it was a very few stops. Trenton, I think, slept off and on most of the way. Um, and so I think it was, we took turns driving. Um, I drove into or yeah. Yeah, because 'cause you're a little ways from us. You're what? Yeah, you're a little ways from us. See, 5.5 hours to you, and was it like 7 hours to Josh's house? I can't remember. I know we're somewhere, like, depending on stops and whatnot, we're like 17 to 20 hours from, the Camp Lejeune area. And so that's why I thought, if at some point in time, I make that trip by myself, it will probably be a quick stop in Illinois to see Jason and Beth, and then a quick stop in Indiana to see Josh, or maybe an overnight in, for Josh, because that would be 7 hours. And then the next day, um, maybe do an overnight in Raleigh with Stacy and then drive the rest of the way down to Trenton and Maya, Caitlin. Okay, so 5.5 hours from you and Beth. So that would make me about 7.5 hours-ish from Josh's house. But I don't know. I'll have to see. Boiled, please. See. Raleigh, North Carolina. Mm, okay, let's do directions and see how far I am. Stacy. Oh, it says I'm only 14 hours from Raleigh. But that would be, I don't know. Um, that would have me going to Columbia to I-70 and taking I-70 to I-55 towards Illinois. And then exit 3, head right on the ramp for I-64 east toward Louisville. Right for I-57 south, I-64 east, and head toward Louisville, Memphis. Um, let's see. You're 30 minutes from 70. No, I would have to figure out. Let's see, because okay, it has see. Hold on. Let me zoom out here. Let's see. How would we do this? It would probably be like says drag to modify your route. Okay. Oh wow. See, yeah, that would be that yeah. That would be like holy crap. Okay. So yeah, see that would have me leaving Macon and then going to uh I-70 all the way up to Lawrence, Indiana, Dayton, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, and then from Columbus, Ohio, going north, skirting, literally skirting Lake Erie, up into Buffalo. Um, let's see. Let's go over here to Cape. See. I'm trying to get rid of that area, but it's not wanting me. But anyway, yeah, it would have me, um, I don't know. I even, yeah, it's just, yeah. Holy cow. Okay, so it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Joshua! Okay, Josh is 30 minutes from 70. So, yeah, okay. Who's a minute and a half from a graveyard? Josh is? Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, when we were coming back from North Carolina a couple years ago, um, I don't know if it was I-70 we were on through Illinois, but holy hell, that was rough. Yeah, the Huntsville Cemetery was, let's see, straight, go up 1 block, 2 block, 3 block. Yeah, the Huntsville Cemetery growing up was about 4 blocks from our house. And my sister, her paper route that she had kind of ran like right by the cemetery. It was like real close. Yeah, there is let's see. I think I-70 is also a toll road in Kansas, right before Colorado, I think. I know there's a toll. Whenever we go to Colorado, we always have to go through a toll or a toll. And honestly, I think Highway 24 goes like damn near real close to Colorado. How are you doing, Josh? Are you doing good? I thought about texting you again if you didn't come in tonight. You know I've got to pick on you. I told them that if you didn't show up, that I'd be making a midnight run to Indiana to kick some ass, but I'd have to take my footstool with me. Okay, are you being serious or love you? Don't make me call you here in a little while. You know I will. Okay. I just worried between you and Rick and Jeff. I'm gonna go fucking ape shit bonkers. Oh well. So Josh, are you gonna come and hang with me and Jason and Beth in October? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. You are something else. Which reminds me, I wrote a story. Rick, do you have Facebook? 'Cause I've got Jason and Beth, um, as friends on Facebook, but I don't have you. Yeah, I know. No, Alfonso, not hardly. Well, hey, KJ, how you doing, darling? Are we friends on Facebook, Rick? Jeff's printing some. I'll have to check because I'm not certain. Oh, nope. Well, I guess we weren't. I just got the Facebook friend request for you. That's see, it is morel mushroom season here in Missouri, and so oh my God, I've been trying not to look at Facebook too much because it is literally just scrolled with people finding morel mushrooms, and I absolutely love them. Okay, Jay, if Ashley, okay, real quick, KJ, I know what's going on. I've been keeping up. Yes, it is, but if you need me, I'm there. All you have to do is call. I don't care either way. Okay? Oh, Ashley, I'm so jealous. But KJ, I love you. Regardless, I love you. I'm here. Ask Josh, ask Rick, ask Ashley. I'm here. You know, what you tell me stays with me. You know, as you guys know in my lives, if you don't say it first, I don't say it. I usually just ask for prayers. You know, I know, baby. I know. I wish I could be with you to give you a big hug. I'm sorry you gotta go through everything you're going through. It's rough. I know. It's rough. But I asked for prayers for you in my last life. I didn't tell anybody what was going on. I figured they could find out like I did through your videos and whatnot, you know. But and again, I will ask for prayers for Rick for his cancer situation. All of us know from Rick's videos that's what he's going through. And I ask for prayers for KJ for everything that, you know, he's going through. And so I ask for prayers for Josh, but I'm not saying, but just even though Josh is wonderful, according to him, I still pray that God gives him strength for any struggles that he may be facing or going through. And so you three are definitely on my prayer list right now. And I ask for prayers for Jeff dealing with his diabetes stuff because, oh, good Lord. I know, KJ. I know. But, um, you got that right, darling. You got that right. But you're loved regardless of the situation and what's going on. So, okay. So, let's see. Mr. Rick, B-I. Okay. So, I write stories, just saying. Um, this is the first one I've ever written like that. And so, amen, brother. See, in a way, KJ, yeah, I need to talk to you personally because there's, I do have a personal question and I don't want to put it out there. And so, yeah, I do have one question. So, big prepper hug to you too, babe. I love you. You got my email. If you want my phone number, you're more than welcome to it, darling. See, I wish YouTube have like a messaging system, besides chat, public chat, because then I could, give you my phone number and say, hey, call me. But I don't want to, even though with my business, technically my phone number is like out there, but okay, please do. Because you were supposed to email me like last week or 2 or 3 weeks ago and you never did. So, but yeah, email me and I will email you back my phone number. Okay. Love you, KJ. My daughter is messaging me on Facebook. Heather has gotten into making cakes, and I mean, she has been like really good. And I mean, I'm not talking like, oh yeah, that's awesome. We're talking she has gotten really good. And so, yeah. But yeah, Josh, you have a Facebook message from me of the latest story, and Rick, you have a Facebook message from me of the latest story. Sorry, trying to find my other house shoe. Teddy gets underneath my desk, and my house shoes just go everywhere. And so, but love you too, baby. No, I'm serious. Call me. Okay, I will email you back ASAP, and I want you to call me. I know with your popularity, you probably have people telling you that all the time, but I'm in the same state as you. We're a few hours away. I mean, we could always meet in the center and, if we needed to. I know you gotta go, so, but, so yeah, Trenton has still been messaging and calling me, and so I have still been able to see and talk to my grandbabies. Piggy grunt, really? I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but Teddy was doing his little piggy grunt. Okay, Rick. I love you, baby. Big hugs and kisses. You have a good night, darling. Take care of yourself, okay? Oh God, it's joined us. What? What? What are you piggy grunting for? What? I'm not. No, I'm not downstairs. I'm not letting you out. No, go away. You want down? You want out? You go talk to Dad. Oh my gosh, they're honoring. Okay, babe. Call me if you need me. Love you. Oh, Dakota Lee. Oh my goodness. I'll check. Go ahead and check my email real quick while I am right here to see if KJ emailed. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yep. KJ emailed, so I got emailed back. So, oh, I know Rick. He drives me nuts sometimes. I tell you, sometimes he just has so much energy. I love you. I love you too, kid. Okay, Ash. Ashley, are you going to join us in October this year with Jason and Beth? Trying to get Josh to join us. Dakota Lee, whatever. For those of you that know, Dakota actually sleeps in Hunter's room or Hunter's old room because Hunter still sleeps with us. So the door's never locked, even though I thought of putting a padlock on it a couple of times. I haven't. So, oh my God, that kid. Yeah. What are you making for supper, Ash? And remember, I'm on a diet. I don't know what Jeff's making for supper, but I know that I'm having. I said, "What are you making for supper?" Yeah, what Josh said. Oh, when? October? First weekend of October, 4th and 5th. It's gonna be a Friday, Saturday this year. Okay, Dobby. Oh, that sounds so good. Uh, well, the good thing is tomorrow I'm going to have a not diet day, but I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm just gonna just okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. I sent out a ton of emails yesterday. Uh, actually, I don't know if you guys can see that stack, but there's a stack of business cards. And so I sent out a stack. I didn't send out a stack. Um, I emailed this entire stack, inviting them, their vendors, but inviting them to our our thing. And so, we will use the grass area, even though, she said that technically we're not supposed to, but they wouldn't kick us out if we used it. So we're going to use the grass area. And I got flags in so I can mark off spots in the grass area. Um, the one thing I still have to do is the rubber bracelets for people to get in because I'm thinking about and I hate charging, but I'm gonna need money for next year's building because next year's building is huge. I mean, huge. And to be able to rent it, I've got to come up with $1,300 off the bat. The Hi Rob, how you doing, darling? And so, even though I will get, like what, 700 of that back? I can't remember if it was 600 for the building rental and 700 for the deposit, or if it was 700 for the building rental and 600 for the deposit. I don't remember. But anyway, I've got to come up with that, right off the bat. And so, how are you doing, Rob? I know Jacob was watching. I don't know if he still is or not, but Rob, are you going to try to come and see us in October? You're not going to be able to make it this year, Ash? Yeah, I know it is, Ash. I know. But, I keep, I do want this thing to get bigger. And the only way to do that is by making my buildings bigger so I can get more vendors in and more, because vendors we buy from each other. And so if I can get more vendors in, well, then that will also up everybody's sales. But then get more public in. People know about it from last year. And so we will have people from last year show up. But then think about it. Those people told people. And so we'll have those people. Okay. Oh, Josh, damn it. You make being on a diet hard, bud. Oh my God. Josh, you're lucky I love you. Mm-mm-mm. Josh, Josh, Josh. Mm-mm-mm. That looked good. So, Josh, my YouTube brother, likes to apparently tease me with delicious food. I hate the way the light glares off of my phone when I try to show you guys stuff. Oh, see, it doesn't work. Oh, and Josh, and your beans. Really, dude? You know how much I love those things? I couldn't get enough of them in Kentucky that one year. Gosh dang it, bud. KJ is calling me. Hi, baby. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you did. Yeah. Uh, yeah. One second. Okay, guys, I'm talking to KJ, and so as much as I love you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live because I really didn't plan on talking this long anyway. Josh, you send me any more of that delicious food, and I swear to God, I'm gonna grab my footstool, come to Indiana, and kick your ass. But anyway, I love you guys. Mwah. You guys have a good night. Stay curious, stay kind, and stay subscribed. So I'll talk to you.